Hey, what's up guys, it's Bunny. I'm back again for a whole new video. I hope the Bunny gang has been enjoying my videos. Um, I think the last video I posted was of me playing this puzzle game on my phone, and there's like a part that I'm missing that I can't see, and like maybe if someone is playing the game or just downloaded the game and got to that level, maybe they can tell me what I don't see. But this video that I'm uploading today, hopefully I don't have any issues with a thumbnail like I mentioned prior that I was having issues with, is Letters to My Ex Part 14. I hope you guys have been keeping up with the series so that way you're not confused on to what's going on as far as the book goes, and why certain things are being said in this said video. Sorry for the lighting. Like I said, I have like my light coming straight down while I'm recording this video. And let's just get straight into this video. I believe we left off at a particular part because this particular chapter was way too long to finish in one section, so I split it up. So this is like a leftover chapter from the last time I read it, so here we go. The fact that I stuck around fighting for us and hoping that you would eventually change back into the man that I originally fell in love with, while you continued to prove over and over again that you weren't changing back, that was my fault. And I have to own that. Furthermore, you were never really the guy that I had fallen in love with in the beginning anyway. That guy was all just an act, and the moment that your true colors started to shine bright, I should have left you. Let's be honest. What the fuck was I doing playing housewife with no ring anyway? What the fuck was I doing staying with a man who had to leave our bedroom in the middle of the night to go stand by another woman who was giving birth to his child? What the fuck was I doing? Seriously? I should have been out that door, or rather I should have kicked you out of my door a long time ago. That's the part that I will always have to take responsibility for, period. I know now that I definitely didn't know my worth then. That was the first truth of mine that I had discovered, and I had to own up to it. I can say it out loud now, easily, but the first time I said it, even the fourth time and fifth time, I had never been more ashamed of myself ever. I was ashamed because a person that I didn't know their own worth, whether they realized it or not, ends up letting other people decide what they are worth for them. Not only had I left it up to you to decide what I was worth, but because I also didn't know who I was. I was letting you decide everything else for me. I was letting you decide whether I was going to have a great day or a horrible day. I was letting you decide whether I was going to go to sleep with a smile on my face or if I was going to cry myself to sleep in pain. I was letting you decide whether or not I was worthy of being treated with constant respect or with constant disrespect. And listen, admitting these things to myself hurt like hell. Looking back, it's quite clear that in the middle and towards the end of our relationship, it wasn't even you hurting me anymore. It was me hurting myself by staying with you. Not an easy pill to swallow at all, but I swallowed it. After we split, I was on this real life hunt, searching for myself and for what it was worth to be my own individual woman. I mean, sure, I made my own money, could afford my own things, and fend for myself. I can cook, clean, and have my own place with my own car. Awesome. But what else? There was something missing, and not only did I want to find it, but I needed to find it. Taking the time to be single, not being attached to anyone else's name, and building a life of my own taught me a sense of responsibility like never before. I learned that I needed to be responsible for my own mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. I learned that I had to listen to my intentions and trust them before anything or anyone else. I also learned that putting my best interest first isn't a bad thing, and that in fact it's something that I'm supposed to do, so as long as I'm not supposedly hurting anyone while I'm doing it. Once I understood all of these things, I felt stronger, wiser, and only then was I able to forgive you for what you had done to me. Only then was I able to forgive myself for allowing you to keep doing them. After that, I stopped being angry. After that, I decided I was going to do better. And once that ball started rolling, I finally found that I was missing my worth, myself, and what it meant to be my own woman. It was one hell of all a painful process, but I did it. I am so happy with where I am in my life right now and fucking proud of myself for making it here. And that's why that this is going to be my last letter to you. I think it's finally time to close this chapter for good and leave it in my past where it belongs. Though I'll never know if you ever truly did love me at any point during us, and I'll never know if you were just using me for whatever you could gain out of me, or which part of our relationship was real and sincere on your side. I've made peace with it on all of my sides. I know that I loved you with all my loved you with my all, even if it wasn't all of who I was supposed to be yet. I gave you whatever I had in me to give. You were my first real love, and you were my first real heartbreak. And I guess in some weird way I needed my heart to break the way that I did to send me to search for myself and my worth. I know that this is supposed to be the part where I thank you for breaking my heart and blah blah blah. And I'm not going to do that because that's a bunch of bullshit to me. Contrary to the popular belief, it's not cool to go around destroying women, breaking their hearts on purpose, because not every woman's chapter ends the way mine has. Some women don't become stronger. Some women don't have it in them to get back up and keep it going. Some women literally cannot bear the pain and end up seriously hurting themselves, or worse, straight up killing themselves like the real way. So, no, I'm not going to thank you for the heartbreak, but what I will do is leave you with these last truths. I do hope you find yourself one day, if you haven't already, and that you acknowledge all the fuck up things that you've done to all of the women you have ever come and gone in your life. I hope that you make some kind of peace with yourself so that you can be better, not just for you, but for your son too. Because while he's growing up, he's looking at his dad for an example of how to live, how to act, how to think, how to speak, how to feel, how to be cool, and how to treat women. It would really just suck if he turned out to be, for them, the same guy that you were to all of us. Because no woman deserves that guy. I don't care who she is. Good luck in life, James. B. So, I think that's the last chapter, and then we have the, like her little after brief of whatever she had to say, and then an explanation onto what the next book is, I guess, finishing up, her thoughts on the whole thing. So I will do the after. It says after the storm. So I guess this is like the after the storm is explaining kind of, I guess, where she is in life, compared to where she was when she was with who she was with. The only thing that I have to add to what was said in the said chapter is I kind of agree with it. At some point, when you're in a relationship that's destructive, at some point, you have to own up to the fact that you're doing the hurt to yourself. And I will say this, when I was with my ex, I was the same way. I was with him, and he was the most disrespectful, abusive man I've ever met in my entire life, as far as mental abuse, and then it was slowly leading to physical abuse, and you know what I'm saying. And it was just crazy to me how people actually thought he was a cool person and wanted to be friends with him, but yet at the end of the day, I had to say to myself, I'm the one that's choosing to stay with you. I'm the one that's tolerating this pain. I'm the one that's letting you do this, and my only excuse that I have is because I have a massive amount of love for you or whatever. And then one day I woke up and I said, what the fuck am I staying for? And that's the biggest revelation forget about when you're angry about the breakup. When you have that what the fuck am I staying for mode, that's when you realize what am I staying for. And then that's when I started to like calculate off like the things that would make a woman want to stay. And I was like, his dick game whack. Okay, that's out. He don't really do nothing to help me. He thinks buying me gifts here and there means something. A gift doesn't mean shit if there's no actual sentimental value behind it, and if there's no actual love behind giving the gift. So the gift essentially means nothing to who you give the gift to. If you're expecting a pat on the back for giving a gift, when the last time I checked, when you give a gift, you just give a gift because you want to give a gift. So then there's that. Essentially, I was just doing everything for myself that I normally would do if I was a single person. And on top of that, being called all types of names, you know, him physically wanting to get to the point of putting his hands on me, and me getting to the point where I got out of character and I became that person that I never thought I'd be in a relationship with somebody. I said to myself, he's a waste of time. So at first it was like a hard step for me to take, to just leave a relationship, because I'm always one of those people that will stay with someone as a fault. Like, meaning like I'll be loyal to you to a fault, and even though there's like all signs for me to leave and that I should leave and that you're a waste of time or whatever, I'll be the type of chick to be like, no, they have a good heart, they don't mean to do what they do. I'll find a reason to justify as to why the person is doing what they're doing, as opposed to being a regular person and being like, wait, I don't deserve this. But now, after experiencing my last ex, I don't really need to thank him for the heartbreak, because I already experienced heartbreak prior to him. He just made me realize how there's still pieces of shit men out there that want to pretend like they're good men, and how he's an example of someone who doesn't have a great father figure to show him how to be a man that he's supposed to be, and how he just did not grow up. And that's all that showed me. And my thing is, it at first I had a lot of anger and rage, and you know, so many crazy thoughts in my head. But now it's like, you can't make someone want to grow up, and you can't make someone be the man that you want them to be. If they're going to be the man that they're supposed to be, they're going to be the man that they're supposed to be. If they're not, they're not. At the end of the day, that's their problem to deal with. And when I came to that realization for myself, that's when I essentially made the decision, like, I'm more peaceful without him in my life. And the thing was, he essentially brought more stress to me than I already needed, than I already had. Like, I already had stress, and he was a stressful person. He was one of those people that he would play it like he was cool, calm, and collective, and so sweet and caring. But at the end of the day, if you're so sweet and caring and so loving, and you care about me so much, you would not talk to me half of the way that you've ever talked to me. And you know, and this goes to any female out there, never let a man tell you that this is the way I show my love. I have a fucked up way of showing it. And that's the type of shit that I used to hear from my ex. And it's a load of bullshit. You need to get the fuck out of that relationship, and you need to either have time for yourself. You need to have time for yourself to figure out what you want, so that way hopefully the right person could come along and be the man that you need them to be. Because for you to stay with somebody who's giving you that bullshit of, I don't know how to show my love the way that you need me to show my love, or whatever fucking mumbo jumbo bullshit that they want to tell you, like I said, it's a load of bullshit. And don't fall for it. Don't be another chick. And that's the only thing that I ever fear when it comes to men like that, is most chicks don't get a chance to get out of situations like that. Or most chicks don't, you know, get to say to themselves, oh, I can do better. they either kill themselves, something happens to them that doesn't deserve to happen. And I hope, that doesn't happen, because I will feel so horrible, because no woman deserves that. I don't care what any man says. Just like a man doesn't deserve heartbreak, a woman does not deserve heartbreak for no reason. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to make this video any longer than what it has to be. Like I said, I'll read After the Storm. Hopefully I'll be able to read the After the Storm and then the little sneak peek into what the next book will be, all in one. So that way we can just like finish out what's left of this book and just call it a day. And hopefully move on to something else. Like I said, if you guys enjoyed this series or you want me to do something similar to the series, comment down below. Reach out to me on my social media. If you guys have any suggestions of videos you want me to post or try, comment down below. Reach out to me on my social media. I'm Bunny. I hope the Bunny Gang enjoyed. Also, don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Turn on those post notifications, and I'll see you next time. Bye.